strategy for this. When I'm making this video, only the Ultimate Edition players have access to online right now. But over the next couple days, depending on when you play it, and of course by Friday and the weekend, everyone is going to have access to Red Dead Online. So these are 15 things you need to know before you jump into it. The Ultimate Edition actually gave us a lot of free items in-game. So starting at the Gunsmith, we actually get 3 free weapons, and what's great about this is a lot of these weapons are traditionally unlocked a whole lot later on. Those include the Volcano Pistol, the Varmin Rifle, and the Pump Action Shotgun. So you're going to be getting sort of a long range, close range, medium range option at the start of the game for free. And what's great is those are pretty expensive. So those are a great way to start out. You'll also get a free horse. It is a Black Chestnut Thoroughbred, which is one of the better horses you can get in the game right from the start. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Check the stables. You might have a horse that is there for free. Now you might actually have to buy another stable slot in order to unlock it, but it's there. And at your camp, you're also going to notice that you have a free Survivor Camp theme, which is an upgrade to the default one. And you also have some bonus outfits that you can put on as well that are completely free. A lot better than the original ones you can probably get from the very start of the game. So once again, if you have the Ultimate Edition, that's something you can gather for free. Now, if you don't have the Ultimate Edition, fear not, there are still some free items that you can get. So if you go to any fence in-game, you can actually get a free gun. That is the High Roller Revolver. I'm not sure why this is available for free for everyone. You actually can't customize it in the Gunsmith, but it looks amazing. So if you haven't stopped by a fence yet, they're located in a bunch of different... You can find them pretty easily. Grab this free revolver. Another thing that seems to be free for almost all players, at least that I've seen so far, is the Red Arabian. There is a free Arabian horse inside of your stable too. I couldn't believe it either when I saw this. Now, in my opinion, this is a better upgrade than the Black Chestnut Thoroughbred, but again, it all comes down to your personal preference. So right off the bat, you can get yourself a really nice free weapon and a free horse, and you don't even have to have the Ultimate Edition of the game. Now, speaking of horses, one thing you're going to be tempted to invest in is horse insurance. And horse insurance is a little bit misleading. So this information is coming from a user on the Red Dead Redemption 2 Reddit, Moy Celeste, who says, you do not need horse insurance in Red Dead Online. Your horse is not going to permanently disappear if it gets killed. So if your horse gets critically injured,
go to Hawaii, go to a resort, vacation, art, vacation and art.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
Do I have space in my calendar?
Man, let me go.
Yeah.
Come on with that.
Resort dates. I sit by the water, socializing. Curated experiences. Ways to indulge in culture. And then create from that experience. I was here to be here, right? And so that's one photo. It's like fantasy, not what I'm seeing. So I want to be able to transfer what I'm experiencing in that photo. The interesting thing about pictures on social media and stuff like that is you find yourself like a highlight. We're not really in the moment at the moment. We're in the moment telling others that we were having a moment. And now you have so many layers of the moment that was even being had. Here we go. Focus on being. Right? There's something about the community of people that's vital to our survival. We need to touch. We need to connect. Giving artists the opportunity. Some artists that may not even
Oh, I know in 2K.
Oh, I know. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You can heal it with a horse reviver within a minute, and it'll go to your stable where you either need to pay the vet through the player menu, which is more expensive, or visit the stable, which is less expensive, to heal the horse and get it back. All the insurance does is cover the cost of the fee of treating your horse to help it recover quicker so that you can retrieve it again and it reaches its cores quicker. Now, if another player kills your horse, just like in GTA Online, they will have to pay the vet fee for you. So that is another reason why you should not kill other players' horses. Like, don't go out of the way to do that. It's going to be very expensive on your end. But at the end of the day, you do not need insurance, and your horse never dies permanently. And that's important. Moving on, something else that's pretty cool, the lasso. We were worried if the lasso was going to be included in online, and it turns out that it is. Now, if you lasso someone, really the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get negative honor points. However, if you are lassoed, you have two options. Number one, you can try and break free of the lasso, which depending on how quickly you mash one of the buttons, it'll get you out. Or you can just simply take the easy way out. You can die and respawn. So if you are lassoed, it's not like you're permanently stuck like the NPCs in single player. Rockstar does give you an escape route. Moving on, everyone is available to be seen on the map at all times. So I was wondering if there was going to be some sort of proximity in terms of how you could see people. Well, as of right now, everyone is available on the minimap, and there's no way to hide yourself from the minimap either. So this is something that Rockstar might improve on a little bit later, but as of right now, everyone can see anybody on the minimap. Now another thing building off of that, as it stands right now, there is no passive mode. So if you run into a group or a lot of people, there's no way in which you can go in a mode where you can just sort of be an observer, or you can be, away from anything that can hurt you. The only way in which you can be passive is if you're at your camp and you have the white flag raised. If you're standing inside of that area, you're going to be completely free of people hurting you. But outside of that, it's open season, and as it stands right now, there's no passive mode. In the beta, another thing that doesn't really exist is invite-only or solo lobbies. So you basically just get thrown into a public session. Now you can join with your friends, and you can also use like the in-game menu to either load up into a posse, go to your last location, or you can spawn in different areas like Lemoyne or the Grizzlies. But as it stands right now, there's no invite-only sessions, and there's no like solo sessions. You're just sort of thrown into the masses with everyone. Again, hopefully that will change as we get further on into the game. Sort of a nice quality of life change. This has prevented me from riding around from point to point. You can actually load into jobs from your map. So if you want to start a race or a series, you don't actually have to go to that location on the map. You can just open up your map and start it from there. I can't tell you how much time this would have saved me earlier on my live stream. I wish I had known about something like that, but that right there is a huge bonus and a time saver indeed. Another thing you need to be aware about is daily fees. You're going to get a daily fee for your camp, for how many horses you have in your stable. It's just like GTA Online, they happen in Red Dead Online. A really cool feature to Red Dead Online is the catalog, which essentially allows you to buy any item you can get in a store, basically on the go, whether it's ammo or provisions. The only difference is, if you buy an item in a store, you get it immediately. However, if you buy an item via the catalog, you actually have to go to your camp or to a post office to retrieve it.
Cost Plus World Market has holiday treats for everyone. It's Italian cakes for Italian friends, British cookies for British friends, and German mulled wine for German friends.
I am German.
Gift thoughtfully. Cost Plus World Market.
So the prices are the same. That was the thing in GTA Online, where if you bought ammo from your in-game menu, you would actually pay a little bit more. It's not the case here. The prices are the same. It just isn't delivered to you immediately. You actually have to go out of your way in order to retrieve it. Another thing you're going to want to do repeatedly is check, number one, what items you have unlocked, and number two, what future ranks you unlock items. Because at the beginning of the game, you're going to notice that a ton of things are locked. Whether it's horses or clothing or items or gear, most of it's probably going to be locked. However, you can check on what rank you have to get to in order to unlock it via the menu. And that'll give you a better idea of what you have unlocked and then how much longer it'll take to unlock certain items in the game. Also, just like single player, weight is going to have an impact in Red Dead Online. So just don't completely ignore your character. You know, you want to make sure you eat normally, take care of yourself, your cores, just like your horse. Your horse also has weight as well. You don't want it to be overfed. You also don't want it to be underfed. So a lot of those same single player elements are going to come into Red Dead Online. Also, something else to be aware about, you might notice in the top right hand corner of your screen, you see like gold and then cash. You might be wondering what the difference is there. So gold can actually be earned through special quests and finding treasure, like gold nuggets and stuff like that. It's also what Rockstar's microtransactions are going to be called. So Rockstar has separated microtransaction money and in-game money that you would get from like robbing a store or completing a normal mission or looting someone. Those gold bars will allow you to buy things that you might not either have the rank to get or you might not necessarily have the money to get. So if you have a gold bar, it might allow you to get something that's traditionally too expensive. Like if you don't have the cash for it. So it is separate. Gold is gold, cash is cash. They are kept separate and they do not combine. So that's something you're going to want to keep in mind when shopping in stores and when the microtransactions become available via the store. It's something you'll notice as well. Number 14 today, at least as of right now, you cannot change your appearance. You only get one bite at the apple, so you want to make sure that the things you do inside at the beginning of the game when you're designing your character, you make sure you get it exactly the way you want. Now, you can change things at like a tailor or a barber shop where there will be more clothing options, haircut options later on. But as far as your physical appearance goes, you at least right now you only get one shot at that. So make sure you do it right. Don't rush through it if that's something you pay attention to. And number 15 today, fast traveling is going to be something I know a lot of you guys utilize, especially because it's nice to get around from point to point. But be careful if you have something on the back of your horse. If you fast...
Last thing I need right now. All right. Well, I suppose we might as well both get paid. Oh, I'm so bored. It's like being trapped in a picture frame. So, they dropped off a note. Some job that needs doing. Whoever they are. Not that I give a damn anymore. Are you gonna take this? Oh, I'm so bored. It's like being trapped in a picture frame. So, they dropped off a note. Some job that needs doing. Whoever they are. Not that I give a damn anymore. Do you want this or not? Well, get going then.
5,000 likes. At least 5,000 likes. You guys are already at 4,000. I know it's close to 4,000, right? I know you guys are gonna hit 5,000 likes within like 5 tonight. So you know what I'm saying? I might as well go ahead and drop this dribble tutorial for you guys. Now this dribble tutorial isn't gonna be anything crazy advanced. So we gotta start off with the simple stuff to move to the more advanced stuff. So we're gonna start off basic. You guys can't come out here already looking like, tornado spins, doing all this crazy stuff. No, listen, we're gonna start off with the basic stuff, alright? Now, before we get into this, guys, we're gonna wanna equip all these animations that I have on. Now, if you guys wanna equip the animations, it's gonna be the pinned comment or the top link in the description. So if you guys do not have the right animations equipped that I showed you from yesterday's video, you guys are not gonna be able to do any of these games. The animations are gonna go through, they're not gonna look right. So go to the first link in the description or the pinned comment, watch that video, equip those animations, and you're gonna be able to do all these video. Alright? Go ahead and drop a like on this video, comment if you guys want me to let you guys know what build I am using in this game. I'm not gonna say this is my official build, but I am liking this build so far. It can show you basically everything. I can strip this one thing. Alright, but yeah, let's go ahead out in the tutorial. I'm gonna show you guys 3 basic similar moves from the NBA 2K that you can do in this 2K19. We're gonna go into detail with the controller on the screen. So if you guys enjoy, make sure you drop a like and make sure to sub if you want to the channel. But yeah, let's hop into it. Now the first move I'm gonna show you guys is a very simple move. Most of you guys already know how to do this in 2K18 with me back in 2K15. But I'm gonna be explaining to you guys how to do the open crossover. This move is very simple, like I said. Now there are 2 different types of open crossover. The fast momentum and the slow momentum. Right now, in previous 2Ks, you really couldn't go into the slow momentum unless you wanted to trigger in the game. Obviously, you want the fast momentum, but in this game, the slow momentum isn't that bad, and there are 2 different ways to trigger the slow and the fast. Today, I'm going to show you guys both. The first one I'm going to show you guys is the slow. So let's hop into it. Alright guys, we're going to slow this down, break it down, go into detail, show you guys how to do this move. The controller will be at the top of the screen soon in a second. Basically, as you guys can see, ball is in my right hand. The first thing we got to do, we got to learn the momentum crossover. Before we learn the momentum behind the back, we got to learn the momentum crossover. Basically, the ball is in my right hand. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flick the right stick to the left.